Grand Parade Investments, his company that he has been driving for some years now, today acquired 10% of Spur Holdings for a consideration of nearly 300 million rand. Hassen is in our Cape Town studios. It looks like a really good deal, Hassen. You bought at a 13% discount to the current market price, and the current market price has done nothing in the past year. In fact, you're buying in at 2012 levels. But the question, I guess, has to be, why Spur?
Well, let me first say, nice chatting to you again, Alex, and good day to your listeners or your viewers. And I'd like to start off with a Kissinger, quote, which goes like, like this. It says, "What questions do you have for my answers today?" So I'm ready for all the questions. Let me just say that this is a very sweet deal for us. I mean, if you just look at the share price today and what we've paid, we're already 45 million and up. So you don't have to be a rocket scientist to understand how smart we operate in this world, or in this world of corporate business,
Yeah, but you have been smart in the way that you've been realigning the portfolio. You're very strong in gambling. There was the transaction with Sun International. Now food, starting with Burger King, which everybody is celebrating as a fantastic achievement for you. And Spur, are there more synergies coming here?
Yeah, I mean, the reason why we took an interest in Spur, firstly, they needed an empowerment partner. And as much as we want to believe that we've graduated out of the sort of empowerment role where you jump on board and you just sit there and do nothing, we have taken a different approach. We add value to businesses like we did with Sun and the gaming businesses, and we believe we're going to add value to the Spur. There's a lot of synergy in this deal from a logistics point of view and from a supply point of view. So we've had long discussions with them about how we can move together and add value to each other. And this is what this deal is all about. Spur is now an international company. They're all over the world. Australia, they're starting to do well. The UK, they're starting to do well. They're in Africa, and that's where we also want to play. So you know what? We're going to shortcut our learning curve by dealing with the best. We've always invested in blue chip stock, and Spur is probably the best table service restaurant group in this country. And you know what, for any group to go into Australia, you know how difficult it is, let alone the UK. And they're becoming successful there. So you know what, great partner to have. And we want to add value as much as we want to embrace the value that they're going to add to us.
Well, there's only one Alan Amber, your fellow Cape Townian. Are the two of you pals?
Yeah, I think, we hit it off the first time we met. I think he's a man of sound principles, and you know me, apart from the unknown that I tread in with the horses, I think, you and I understand each other very well. I won't go and do anything irresponsible. I have 20,000 shareholders that I'm responsible to, and I have to find cash generative businesses to make quite sure that they have annuity income, and that's what GPI is all about. GPI only invests in businesses that where we know we've acted responsibly.
Hassen, those 20,000 shareholders are delighted in the performance of GPI in the past year, up 78%. You really have brought home the bacon. But what about from here onwards? Can you keep doing deals like this, this terrific transaction that you've secured today? And as you say, you're already 45 million in the money.
I have a CEO, and he faces the wrath of Hassen Adams every morning. Because when I get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, I translate my dreams into reality, and that's what he listens to every morning from me. So you know what, we're already busy with the next 2 or 3 transactions, which is very exciting. And you can only do that if you have the war chest. We have the war chest now. We don't have to worry about recession and all of those things. I always said, out of all of this problems, opportunity will raise its head. I say, during times of adversity, we make money, because that's when the opportunities come to you.
The war chest, how big is it? We know that you've cashed in a lot of your chips on Grand West. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we sold our Grand West assets because we felt that it's matured. The 2 big boys moved in, and I didn't want to be the ham in the sandwich, So we managed to broker a very sweet deal. Great partners in Sogo Sun and Sun International. We brought them together. And I think they'll make a good partnership with GrandWest. And we got out of it about 1.8 billion rand cash. And then, you know, the slots business and Sabaya and all of that, if you add it all together within a space of 12 months, it's about nearly 3 billion rand cash. Now you tell me, an empowerment company that started with 28 million rand of investment sits today with 3 billion rand cash and a market cap of 3 billion, and we're growing. But you know, one has to be proactive. You have to think smartly. We've migrated away from the bricks and mortar gambling to smart technology gaming systems. You know, we have an online betting license. We're going to apply for the online license. We've applied for the lottery. We still got our slots business, and we want to increase that to 10,000 slots within the next year. So you know what, our gaming side is a very active side, and we love the gaming side. We're still going to keep on with the gaming side, but at the same time, you know, when you're dealing with multiples of in excess of 15, which is in the food business, you've got to look at that too. You know, it's the same sort of market. You know, it's a retail market.
Hassen, we're following you. One of the great entrepreneurs in South Africa, Hassen Adams, started with 3 billion rand in cash now, and he's going to deploy that very efficiently, you can be sure. He's the executive chairman of Grand Parade Investments. I'm not the only one who thinks that he's a star. His share price up 78% in the past year.